This is day 24 of communication practice with ChatGPT. Evening, ChatGPT.
Hey, good evening. What's up?
It's such a long day, and
Uh,
still, I want to keep my practicing communication habit. Today, I wanted to practice um, pause and organize thoughts before speaking. So, can you help me with that?
of course, I'd love to help. We can do some role playing or just chat casually. I can give you feedback on how you're doing. How's that sound?
Lovely.
Great. Let's start with something simple. Maybe tell me about your day. Take a moment to gather your thoughts before you begin.
Today was such a long day. Um, So I woke up early. First, I woke up early and updated my CV for the new opportunity. Second, when I went to work, I spent the whole day at work and focused on my task because I have a really tight deadline and I don't have time for other chit chatting. Uh, and when I arrived home, actually I just arrived home at about 1 hour ago. I also keep working on the job. So that basically three main thing that I did for today.
Nice job. You paused a few times, which helped with clarity. One suggestion: try organizing your thoughts into a sequence before you start. For example, today I updated my CV, focused on work tasks, and continued working after I got home. That structure helps keep things concise.
Yeah, sure.
Awesome. Let's try another one. Maybe tell me about a project you're working on. Take a moment to organize your thoughts, then go for it.
So currently I am working on Lace, which centralize uh, buying signal from customer to serve to Salesforce CRM, and we have some in MVPs include serving uh, head office files, serving uh, online to offline flow, and serving CIBZ customer flow. So that basically how our project is going on.
Good job. You paused and structured your answer well. For clarity, try to give more details about each MVP. For example, we're working on a project that centralizes buying signals from customers to serve our CRM. This involves several MVPs, like serving the head office, optimizing online to offline flows, and focusing on CIB customers. Keep it concise and clear.
Understood. Please continue.
Great. Let's do one more. How about you tell me your career goals for the next year? Take a moment to think about it, then share your thoughts.
I actually have two ways to approach my next year goal, which is to become an individual contributor. I am not keen on people management. So my first way actually is to become a data platform engineer where I can combine software engineering skills into my work. And second, I could also become an analytical data engineer where I can apply my SQL and my analytic mindset to the job. So that two ways to achieve my data engineering goal.
Nice. You clearly outlined two different paths. You could tighten it up a bit by saying, next year I aim to become a data platform engineer, blending software engineering skills, or an analytical data engineer, applying my SQL and analytical mindset. Great job focusing on clarity.
Yes, I'm ready for the next question.
All right, let's shift gears a bit. How about you explain a technical concept, like a data pipeline, in simple terms? Take a moment to think about how you'd break it down.
So, data pipeline, like every pipeline, is for serving data, and like water pipeline is convey they convey water from somewhere to somewhere, normally from the ocean to the households, and data engineer uh, to be used, and data pipeline is also like that. It convey the uh, the data from multiple sources and to the end user or to the downstream, which can use those data effectively. That basically how data pipeline works.
Great analogy. Comparing a data pipeline to a water pipeline makes it relatable. Just refine it a bit. A data pipeline is like a water pipeline, moving data from various sources to where it's needed, just like water from the ocean to households. Data engineers ensure the flow is smooth and efficient, delivering data to end users or downstream systems. Well done.
I'm ready for the next question.
All right, let's shift to a different scenario. Imagine you're explaining a complex task to a teammate. Try describing how you'd onboard them to a new project. Take a moment to think, then share your approach.
To explain some complex technical concept to a new hire or to a new team member, there are three steps I always took. First, I have to understand deeply the concept myself. I should be able to explain those in thoroughly and also in a concisely way. Second, I should understand the listener's background by directly asking them or checking background about them so that I can convey and frame my answer based on that. And finally, I should have a direct communication conversation with them so that I can actually reflect and revise my answer based on uh, their behavior so that I can test their understanding right away and refine my answer based on that. So that how I would normally do to to con- to share my knowledge with a new member.
That's a solid approach. You emphasize understanding the concept first, knowing your audience, and adapting your communication style. To tighten it up, you could say, first, I make sure I deeply understand the concept. Second, I assess the listener's background. Lastly, I have a direct conversation to tailor my explanation and ensure understanding. Great job focusing on the steps.
I am ready for the next question.
Awesome. Let's dive into a leadership scenario. Imagine you're leading a project and need to motivate your team. How would you inspire them to meet a tight deadline? Take a moment, then share your approach.
So, if I am leading a team with that scenario, first I will want to understand what people think, and I can do that by ask them directly or observe them indirectly. Second, based on their reaction or their thinking, I would I would have some appropriate actions on that. For example, if they are also energized and want to do more, I would encourage them like, yeah, this is a great opportunity for us to move on, to accelerate. This is how we work, this is how we succeed. So otherwise, if they are too tired or too um, boring, tedious, I would I would tell them that everyone is having a tough time right now for the whole bank, for the whole team, and but that would not stop us from achieving the goal, the rate, and our ad award last year is a testimony for our hard work. So we have achieved many things so far, and we can also achieve more. So that's basically three steps that I would take. Two steps actually that I would take to to channel my thoughts to my team members.
Great approach. You emphasize understanding your team's mindset and adapting your message. To tighten it up, you could say first, gauge the team's mood. If they're energized, encourage them with positive reinforcement. If they're fatigued, empathize and remind them of past successes. This balances motivation with empathy. Great job.
Thank you, ChatGPT. Right now, I also want to improve my fluency in my English. As you can as you can see, I I can only speak English like some word, then I stop to think about the next word, then also some word, then I thought, and also think about next word. So my fluency is deteriorating and at a very low level. Really deeply want to improve on that. How can I do that?
You're already on the right track by practicing regularly. To boost fluency, try speaking a bit slower and focus on linking words together. Reading aloud, listening to native speakers, and practicing with tongue twisters can also help. If you'd like, we can do some exercises together.
My problem is that I always trying to think about the right grammar and the right words to use in my speaking, and that really slow my speaking down. I want to reflect fastly, and I want to be fluently with also thinking and my speaking. So how do I do that?
It's normal to worry about grammar, but fluency comes with practice and confidence. Try focusing on getting your ideas out first without stressing too much about mistakes. Over time, it'll become more natural. Also, thinking in English can help. We can practice simple conversations to build that reflex. Would you like to try?
Yes, that would be lovely.
Awesome. Let's start with something simple. I'll ask you a question and you answer in your own words. Ready? Here we go. What's your favorite hobby and why do you enjoy it?
My hobby is reading manga, and I really love it because it gave me a new perspective and new imaginary world that I can never live in.
That's a great answer. You explained your hobby and why you enjoy it clearly. To keep building fluency, let's add a little more detail. Maybe talk about your favorite manga or a memorable moment from a story. Ready to give it a try?
Yes,
Great, go for it. Tell me about a favorite manga and a memorable moment that stood out to you.
my favorite manga. I have a lot of good manga in under my bed, and my favorite manga. Let me think about it for a little bit. I read a lot, and they are all good. I think my favorite manga is actually a classic one. which called Naruto, and the story was about a boy that is isolated from the whole village, and he just wants to be the head of the village, and he tries his best with everything he can to do that, and he finally can achieve that. And by reading it, it gave me dreams, it sparked joy in me, it sparked the motivation in me, and I can really relate with the boy in the comic, I mean in the manga, because I am also isolated from anyone, I mean from many people, and that sucks actually. But it's it's really my fault. I'm not gonna say that it's not my fault. It is my fault, and I have a lot of room to improve myself, which led me to here right now communicating with you.
Thank you for sharing that. You expressed yourself well, and I can see how Naruto's journey resonates with you. It's great that you're drawing inspiration from it. The more you practice expressing these thoughts, the more natural it'll feel. Keep it up.
Okay, let's continue.
Sure, let's talk about something else you enjoy. What's a favorite place you visited, and what made it special for you?
My favorite place, I essentially I'm not a traveling guy. I love to stay at home very much, and I will spend my spare time at home as much as possible. But I did travel to Dalat, and that my favorite place so far, because I went with my wife. We have some sweet memories, eating out with each other and staying with each other. To me, it's not important how where I landed, but it's important who I am going with. So,
That's re-
mm,
Thanks for sharing that. It's lovely that Dalat holds such special memories for you and your wife. Connecting experiences with loved ones makes them even more meaningful. Do you have any other favorite activities you enjoy doing together?
me and my wife enjoy cooking and eating together. We are one of a kind, and we can collaborate on that very well.
That's wonderful. Cooking together can be a fun and bonding experience. Do you both have a favorite dish you love to cook, or do you enjoy experimenting with new recipes?
We personally enjoy eating out, but it's not very healthy and is quite expensive. So most of the time we spend on cooking. And our favorite dish is chicken and pork, real pork.
Sounds delicious. Grilled pork and chicken are great choices. Cooking at home can definitely be a healthier and more budget friendly option. Do you have any favorite recipes or cooking tips you'd like to share?
Well, I almost use air fryer for every dish that I cook. So that is not actually a secret recipe for everything. I just put it on the I mean in the air fryer with some salt and pepper. I do it for every single meal that I cook, and it works. Somehow it they all turn out delicious.
Air fryers are super convenient. Simple seasoning like salt and pepper can go a long way. It's great that you found a method that works well for you. Do you have any favorite sides or sauces you like to pair with your air fried dishes?
Well, I enjoy the black pepper sauces and also salt, raw salt only. If
Nice.
the meat is already good, the sauces is just additional.
Exactly. When the meat is well seasoned and cooked, sometimes all you need is a simple sauce. It lets the natural flavors shine through. Do you have any favorite sides that you like to pair with your meals?
No, I always eat my meat with rice.
A classic combination. Meat and rice is simple, satisfying, and versatile. It's great that you enjoy what you cook. Anything else you'd like to explore in the kitchen?
Uh, Not so many. Anyway, I'm heading to bed now, and I want to thank you for the session. It helped me a lot, and I hope uh, if every day I practice with you, I could be fluent. I could be more. I could be a great communicator. It's actually my dream right now, because I don't want to hurt and I don't want to be isolated anymore.
I'm glad I could help. With regular practice, you'll definitely see improvement. You're already doing great. Keep it up and remember that communication is all about connecting with others. Have a good night, and we'll chat again soon.
Absolutely. Bye.